group accordingly, and I'm going to accept all of the students.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just a moment. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. I hope everybody is doing good. So we have students joining in through YouTube, and I have sent the link. You guys can join accordingly. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. Okay, so initially in the first class, we had done at-ta'arufu wat-tahiyyat. At-ta'arufu wat-tahiyyat. Now we're going to do the same chapter like real quick because there's some students who haven't attended the first class. So we're going to go through the same class again, inshallah. And we're going to be moving forward with the next chapter if we have time, inshallah. At-ta'arufu, everybody, was introduction. At-ta'arufu is introduction. At-tahiyyat would be greetings. At-tahiyyat would be greeting. This is the chapter's name. Just a moment. So there's just 4 people who have joined. I'm not sure how that is. Okay, everybody's in. Excuse me for the inconvenience. Now, so we have at-ta'aruf wa tahiyyat, which is the chapter's name. Then we have kalimat ad-dars. Kalimat ad-dars would be the vocabs of the chapter. Here we have the first word as marhaban. Marhaban would be hello. Ahlan would be the response to that, which is hello again. Then we have the third word, which is ism. Ism would mean name. Ism would mean name. Al-an would be now. Al-an would be now. Shukran would be thanks or thank you. Muallim would be teacher. Tabib would be a doctor. Tabib would be a doctor. Then we have shurti, police officer. Shurti is police officer. طالب, student. طالب, student. صديق would be friend. حقيبة would be a bag. حقيبة would be a bag. بحر would be sea, as in SEAC. Next word we have here is بعيد. بعيد would be far. قريب would be near. بيت would be house. بيت would be house. Next, we're gonna go into كلمات. Okay, this is a moment. Does anybody have any questions? Please write it in the chat. Okay, I'll do a quick recap of the vocabs. مرحبا would be hello. أهلا would be hello again. So when somebody says مرحبا, you would say أهلا. اسم on the other side would be name. الآن would be now. شكرا would be thanks. معلم would be teacher. طبيب would be a doctor. شرطي would be a police officer. طالب would be a student. صديق would be friend. صديق would be friend. Next word we have is حقيبة, which is a bag. بحر is sea. Next word we have is بعيد, which is far. قريب, near. بيت, house. Okay, moving forward. If anybody has any questions, kindly write in the group. Bait means home. Okay. Yeah, all houses. تعبيرات الدرس. تعبيرات الدرس would be expressions. Expressions الدرس. تعبيرات الدرس would be expressions of the lesson. كيف حالك? How are you? بخير. Good. When somebody says كيف حالك, you say بخير, which is good. الحمد لله. Praises be to Allah. سعيد بلقائك. Nice to meet you. وأنا أيضا. Me too. إلى اللقاء. See you later. مع السلامة would be goodbye. السلام عليكم. Peace be upon you. وعليكم السلام. Peace be upon you too. أهلا وسهلا would be welcome. Once again, everybody, the expressions would be كيف حالك? How are you? بخير. Good. الحمد لله. Praise be to Allah. سعيد بلقائك. Happy to meet you. وأنا أيضا. Me too. سعيد بلقائك could be nice to meet you or happy to meet you. You can use them interchangeably. It doesn't matter. وأنا أيضا would be me too or me also. Whatever convenient. إلى اللقاء. See you later. مع السلامة. Goodbye. السلام عليكم. Peace be upon you. وعليكم السلام. Peace be upon you too. أهلا وسهلا. Here we have an audio. Let's listen to the audio, everybody.
استمع واقرأ.
مرحبا، اسمي باسم.
أهلا باسم.
وأنا عبد الله. كيف حالك؟
بخير والحمد لله.
أنا سعيد بلقائك يا عبد الله.
وأنا أيضا.
Once again, listen carefully.
استمع واقرأ.
مرحبا، اسمي باسم.
أهلا باسم.
وأنا عبد الله. كيف حالك؟
بخير والحمد لله.
أنا سعيد بلقائك يا عبد الله.
وأنا أيضا.
مرحبا means hello. مرحبا would be hello. اسمي باسم. Now, if you notice the word ism that's over here, we have taken this word in the vocabs. Now there's something added at the end. It's the alphabet here. Now, for the students who are new, I've taught this rule before, but I'm going through this again because there are a lot of new students. So the alphabet ya, whenever it is attached at the end of a noun in the Arabic language, it would mean my. It would mean my. So ismi, for example, would mean my name. For example, if you have the noun kitab, kitab is a book. Adding a ya at the end of it would make it my book, kitabi. If you have qalam, which is a pen, qalam, add a ya at the end, which would make it qalami, as in my pen. Okay, so now here the writer is saying, Marhaba, ismi Basim. Hello, my name is Basim. Basim is a name. Abdullah replies, Ahlan Basim, wa ana Abdullah, and I am Abdullah. Now he uses the expression Kaifa haluk. We've taken this expression. Kaifa haluk would mean, how are you? He replies, Bikhair, walhamdulillah. Bikhair, alhamdulillah. أنا سعيد بلقائك يا عبد الله. أنا سعيد بلقائك. سعيد بلقائك. We've taken this in the expressions. I'm happy to meet you. Ya would mean oh. Abdullah is the name of the person. So I'm happy to meet you, oh Abdullah. And then the reply is وأنا أيضا. And me too. Moving forward, everybody. Does anybody have questions? Somebody saying, how are you too? Well, كيف حالك أنت? If it's a guy, you just say كيف حالك أنت. If it's a girl, you say كيف حالك أنت. The pronouns, we'll be addressing them in a moment on the next page. So you'll know if you're talking to a guy or if you're talking to a lady. Rather, the pronouns on how to say it to a guy and to a noun, to a girl. Now here we have
استمع واقرأ.
أنا ذاهبة الآن. هل تريدين شيئا؟
لا، شكرا.
إلى اللقاء.
مع السلامة.
Now the writer says أنا ذاهبة الآن. I am going now. أنا ذاهبة الآن. ذاهبة would be going. الآن is now and أنا is I. Now هل تريدين شيئا? Do you need something? هل is a question word. تريدين is you want. شيئا is something. So do you want something? لا. شكرا. No. Thank you. إلى اللقاء. مع السلامة. Goodbye. مع السلامة. Goodbye. إلى اللقاء. Again, we've taken this in the expressions. مع السلامة was also taken in the expressions. So basically, the writer is teaching you how to make sentences with the given expressions. Now here we're going to learn something interesting, everybody. Pronouns. ضمائر المنفصلة. You call them ضمائر المنفصلة. Subject pronouns. We have three categories, everybody. We have متكلم, we have مخاطب, and we have غائب. متكلم is the speaker, as in أنا and نحن, I and we. مخاطب would be the person who's being addressed. You for female, and so on and so forth, which we would address in a moment. Then we have غائب. غائب would be absent, people who are absent. So you have to learn these three categories: متكلم, مخاطب, and غائب. Person who's speaking, the speaker, the person who's being addressed, which is مخاطب, غائب, which is the person who's absent. Moving forward, everybody, we have over here the first category, which is متكلم. أنا, which is I. نحن, which is we. أنا is I, نحن is we. Now we have أنت, which is you for masculine. أنتِ, which is you for feminine. أنت is you for masculine. أنتِ is you for feminine. أنتما is going to be used for you both. When I'm addressing two people in front of me, be it two men or two women, or a man and a woman, as long as they're two people, dual or pair. Then we have antum. Antum is when I'm addressing a group of people. Antum would be you all. When I'm addressing a group of people, I would say you all. It can be men, male and female, doesn't matter, as long as they are a group of people. But on the other side, we have antunna, and antunna is used exclusively for women. So if we have 10 women and one man, it's not going to be antunna, it's going to be antum. But if we have only and only women, we're going to use antunna. And that is exclusively used for women, everybody. Now, this was the second category. We said that there are three categories. One was mutakallim, which was ana and nahnu, I and we. And the second category was anta, anti, antuma, antum, and antunna. These are the ones. Mukhatib would be the people who are being addressed. Ghaib would be absent. Now let's address ghaib. What is in ghaib? The first one we have is huwa. Huwa is he. Hiya is she. Huwa Khalid, for example, he is Khalid. Hiya is Fatima. She is Fatima. Huma would be used for those two. Huma would be used for those two, as in two people who are there. It can be two men, it can be two women, it can be a man and a woman, doesn't matter. As long as we're addressing two people, we say huma. Then we have hum. Hum is going to be used for them, as in hum, teachers, for example, they are teachers. Or hum muallimun in Arabic. So when I'm addressing a group of people, I would say hum. Hunna, on the other side, would be they for women. Hunna would be they for women. But of course, this is going to be far away. Hunna, as in they are women, they're not close by, they're far away. So first person, second person, third person. Moving forward, everybody, we have some examples. Now, we have طالبة. طالبة would be a student. طالبة. Everybody's going to get a chance to speak in a moment. We're gonna unmute you guys so you guys can speak. Just give it some time. طالبة is a female student. طالبة is a female student. Also, if anybody does have any questions, kindly write it in the chat. It's going to be addressed in the chat for now. Now we have طالبة, which is a female student. Now what I want to do here is to say you for female are a student and she is a student. So you are a student and she is a student. So the people who know the answers, kindly raise your hands and I'll give you guys a chance to speak. So we have Tika. Go ahead, Miss Tika. Oh, excuse me. You can unmute yourself, Miss Tika, and go ahead, please. If you know the answer. No? Okay. Miss Sheikha. Sorry, Sheikh. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Go ahead, please. Taliba. I need you to say you are a student for a female and she is a student.
Anti Taliba.
Okay, that is you. Good. And what about she?
She Hiya Taliba.
Hiya Taliba.
Hiya Taliba.
Excellent. Anti Taliba and hiya Taliba. Perfectly done. Mrs. Maryam, let me unmute you. Hold up. Go ahead. What is tabakhan? Tabakhan would be two chefs. I want you to say you both are chefs and you all are chefs. As I'm sorry, you both are chefs and those two are chefs. Miss Maryam, go ahead. No? Okay. Aruba Malik, please. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Antuma tabakhan?
Good job. Antuma tabakhan. You both are chefs.
Huma tabakhan.
Okay. Huma tabakhan. Perfectly done. Next one, Mrs. Nazia. Go ahead. La'ibun. Tell me, you all are players. They are players. You have to unmute yourself though. Okay, not there.
لاعبون.
Hum la'ibun. And how would you say you all are la'ibun?
أنتم لاعبون.
Good job. Antum la'ibun and hum la'ibun. Perfectly done. Miss Zainam, your hand. Go ahead, Miss Zainam. Unmute yourself and go for the answer. Rassam, you are a painter. He is a painter. Go ahead.
Anta Rassam.
Mhm.
Huwa Rassam.
Good job. Anta Rassam and huwa Rassam. Perfectly done. Reishi. Go ahead, please. Reishi Anayat. Unmute yourself and give me the answer. Students who are interested to answer, raise your hands again. Okay, Medina, unmute yourself and go ahead.
أنتن ممرضتان.
Just a moment, excuse me. Mumarridatan, everybody, would be two nurses. When I'm addressing two female nurses, I would say mumarridatan. Now, I want you to say you both are nurses and those two are nurses. Go ahead.
أنتن ممرضتان.
Antunna would be you all. Antunna was exclusively used for female.
هن ممرضتان.
Hunna mumarridatan would be incorrect as well. Why? Because there are two people that I'm addressing.
أنتم ممرضتان.
Good job.
And هما.
And huma. Antuma and huma mumarridatan. So antuma is used for those two, and huma is used for.
أنتن is not
Antuma is
correct.
used. Just a second. Antuma is used for you two, and huma is used for those two. Antunna and hunna would be incorrect. Why? Because antunna is for you all, plural, when I'm addressing a group of ladies. And hunna is for a group of ladies who are far away. Okay, makes sense? Now, muallima, you are a teacher. She is a teacher. Let's see who has raised their hand. Ishrat, go ahead, please. Unmute your, yeah, go ahead. You are a teacher. She's a teacher.
Anti.
Anti muallima. And what about she? Yes.
Antuma.
No, antuma is you both. I want you to say she.
Here.
Yeah, excellent job. Anti muallima and hiya muallima. Perfectly done. Next student would be Muhammad Sahil Ali Khan. Go ahead. Unmute yourself and answer.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Fallahun.
Fallahun would be farmers, a group of farmers. I want you to say, you all are farmers and they are farmers.
Antum fallahun.
Okay, good, good. You all are farmers. That is correct.
And the next one, what I have to say?
They are farmers.
They are farmers.
Yes.
Hum fallahun.
Hum fallahun. Antum fallahun and hum fallahun. Good job. Sadia, unmute yourself and go ahead. Ummahat. Ummahat would be mothers. You all are mothers. They are mothers. Now, this is exclusively for women. Easy one. No? No, okay. Shazia, unmute yourself and go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, please.
Ummahat, yes, Ummahat. You all are mothers. They are mothers. Go ahead, please. What's the answer?
Antanunna ummahat.
Antuna Ummahat is correct. I can hear you. Flip pages. Go ahead. Tell me what is they are mothers.
Humma.
Hunna Ummahat, Antuna Ummahat, and Hunna Ummahat. Excellent job, everybody. Kulsum Majid, go ahead, please. I want you to tell me the answer over here. You both are men. Those two are men. Unmute yourself.
Antum.
Antum would be, no, hold up now. Antum would be you all. I want you to say you both. As in two people. I'm addressing two people here.
Antuma.
Antuma is correct. Good job. Now tell me those two.
Huma. Rajulan.
Huma and Antuma. Antuma rajulan and Huma rajulan. Perfectly done. Muallimat. Who's going to be next? Let's see. Mrs. or Sheikh Fahimda Tabassum, please. Muallimat. Teachers.
Antum muallamat. Huma muallimat.
Antunna muallimat is correct. And what did you say the other one was?
Hunna.
Hunna. Good job.
I can see one male in that group.
No,
with
it's all of them female. No,
all
it's all
of
of them. Yeah, all of them female.
females only.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's why I said antum.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that.
Rajulan would be two men. Rajulan would be two men. That's why we say antuma and huma. And muallimat would be teachers. That's why we say antuna and hunna. Afreen, go ahead, Afreen Sheikh. I want you to tell me this one. Shurti, I want you to say you are a police officer and he is a police officer. Can you?
Anta.
Anta and huwa.
Okay, so we have different people coming up. Mrs. Nashwa only, nobody else answer. Go ahead, unmute yourself and answer.
Antuma
This is,
موظفون.
in just a second, muwazzafun would be employees, as in a group, basically more than two people. So you all are employees and they are employees. Go ahead now.
Okay.
And I-
أنتم موظفون and
Good.
هم موظفون.
Perfectly done. Antum muwazzafun and hum muwazzafun. The students, all of you have your textbooks at home. Go through the page on the right side, everybody, and then on the left side. On the left side, I want you all to do the exercises by yourselves. Yeah? Now, moving in towards the next page. If anybody has any questions, kindly write it in the chat. Okay.
استمع واقرأ.
السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام. هذا صديقي أحمد.
أهلا وسهلا يا أحمد.
هؤلاء أصدقائي عمر وخالد وليلى. أهلا بكم.
Once again, everybody, let's hear this out once more.
استمع واقرأ.
السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام. هذا صديقي أحمد.
أهلا وسهلا يا أحمد.
هؤلاء أصدقائي عمر وخالد وليلى. أهلا بكم.
Okay, everybody. Now we have some sentences here. We're going to address them. Now, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. Wa alaikum assalam, peace be upon you too. Now look at this, everybody. This is a new word. هذا صديقي أحمد. Now, two things. هذا is this, everybody. Just in case you didn't know, هذا means this. Sadiq, we've already taken it in the vocabs, which means friend. Sadiqi with the alphabet ya at the end, it is my. So my friend. So this is my friend. And what's his name? His name is Ahmad. So this is my friend Ahmad. Ahlan wa sahlan ya Ahmad. Welcome, O Ahmad. هؤلاء أصدقائي. هؤلاء would be these. أصدقاء is the plural of صديق. And then again, you have what at the end? You have a yeah at the end. So أصدقائي would mean my friends. هؤلاء أصدقائي. These are my friends. And what are the names? Umar, Khalid, Walayla. Also, just in case if anybody, the students who are in the YouTube channel, I mean, the live session that they are doing, if you guys have any questions over there, kindly ask. Feel free to ask in the chat over there and we'll address it. Inshallah. Ahlan bikum. Welcome to you all, Ahmad says. Simple as that. Let me play this once more and then we move forward. And if there are questions, we address them.
استمع واقرأ.
السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام. هذا صديقي أحمد.
أهلا وسهلا يا أحمد.
هؤلاء أصدقائي عمر وخالد وليلى. أهلا بكم.
Okay. Mrs. Jivalia, does anybody have questions in the chat of any sort?
No, sir, not exactly. But there's this one lady kindly address her question that where would this language be used? As in, this is not
Okay,
the.
we'll address the language question, inshallah, at the end of the chapter. Where is it used? How is it used? What is Fusha? What is classical Arabic? What is a dialect? We'll address at the end, inshallah. Kindly remind me.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Perfect. Now, moving forward, everybody. We have over here طالب, بنت, جورب, كتاب, باب, كلب, يسبح, and طبيب. طالب over here, everybody, means a student. طالب would mean a student. بنت would mean girl. جورب would mean a sock. كتاب would mean a book. باب would mean a door. كلب would mean a dog. So kitab is book, bab is door, and kalb is dog. Yasbah, he's swimming. Tabib is a doctor. Moving forward, everybody, moving towards the last page. The page on our right side isn't important, so we're not going to be addressing it. Now, yesterday we looked at this at a very basic way, and now I'm going to get into a little bit of details. I want everybody to pay attention. And if you do have any questions, kindly let me know in the chat. We have Zara الطبيب إبراهيم. زار الطبيب إبراهيم.
زار الطبيب إبراهيم.
Zara, the meaning of the word Zara is he visited. The meaning of Zara by itself, if you were to see it, it would mean he. Zara, on the other hand, is a root word. What is the meaning of a root word? Root words point towards two things. Number one, it's always going to be in the past tense. Number two, it's going to be pointing towards the pronoun he. Now, Zara is he visited. So the 2 points are, it's going to have he, and it's going to be in the past tense. Visited is in the past tense. Now, the noun that follows it is tabib. Tabib means a doctor. The noun that has a dhamma like this on top of it, and it's after a verb, then this would mean that this noun is the doer. So Zara tabibu, the doctor visited. Who did the doctor visit? Ibrahim. So the doctor visited Ibrahim. Once again, everybody, there's something that is called a root word. Root words have two things. Number one, it's in the past tense. Number two, it points towards the pronoun he. Zara, on the other side, would be he visited. Again, past tense and the pronoun he. Now, when there's a noun after a verb in the Arabic language, and that word has a dhamma on top of it, then that noun is a doer. You must have heard, قال رسول الله. Rasulu, you see, Rasulu has what? A dhamma on top of it. So qala is he said, Rasulu is the doer. So Rasulu said. This is one way to remember it. So the doctor visited Ibrahim. Moving forward, everybody. Ismi Bakr. Ism, we know this, means a name. We also said that whenever we had the alphabet ya, it is my. So my name is Bakr. Simple as that.
اسمي بكر.
Ismi Bakr. Moving forward to the next sentence.
أكلت بطيخا.
أكلت بطيخا. I ate a watermelon. I ate a watermelon. Now, you must have seen this, the alphabet 2 at the end of verbs a lot. Maybe in the Quran you must have seen it. Allah says, خلقت. خلق means he created. خلقت الجنة. خلقت means I. So whenever you have a 2 at the end of a verb, it means it is pointing towards me in the past tense. أكلت بطيخة. I ate watermelon. Now, it can get confusing. It can get a bit confusing. All of a sudden, extraordinary information is coming in. Just take it easy. We're going to address them gradually. Any questions that you have, we're going to address all of them. Just make sure you write them in the chat, or you make notes of those questions, and we can address those questions at the end. It's a new language. Remember this. It's a new language. You're learning a new language. It's not possible to have no questions at all. The more questions you have, the better. One, you help yourself, and the second is that you're helping other students with your questions as well. But make sure, everybody, that your questions are relevant to the topic that we're studying. You don't ask questions that is out of the topic. You're going to end up confusing yourself. And the worst part is you're going to end up confusing the other students as well. So make sure when you ask questions, it is only and only relevant to the topic that we're studying. Okay? Moving forward, everybody.
في حقيبتي كتاب.
في حقيبتي كتاب. في is in. حقيبة, we studied, was a bag. حقيبتي would mean my bag. In my bag, كتاب, a book. So there's a book in my bag. So there's a book in my bag. Or in my bag, there's a book. You can paraphrase it, everybody. However you want to paraphrase it, you can paraphrase it as however you guys want to do it. But make sure that the meaning is in accordance to the sentence. Now, We said فتح أحمد الباب. We had said that a root word points to things. Number one was it was in the past tense. Number two, it was pointing towards the pronoun he. Now, fataha would mean he opened. Now, opened is in the past tense, and he is pointing towards the root word. So now, again, the root word points towards soothing, the past tense, and he. So fataha has he open. But then again, I also said that whenever you have a noun after a root word that has a dhamma on top, this noun is going to be the doer. So fataha Ahmadu, Ahmad opened. What did Ahmad open? Opened the door. Fataha Ahmadul bab. Ahmad opened the door. Okay, moving forward. Ishtara. Again, everybody, ishtara is a root word. It means he bought. He bought. But then again, if you have a noun after it and it has a dhamma or two dhammas on top of it, then this noun becomes a doer. So Basim bought. What did he buy? Burtuqala. Basim bought oranges.
اشترى باسم برتقالا.
Ishtara Basimun Burtuqala. If anybody has any questions, kindly write it in the chat. The verbal questions, we're going to take it at the end. For now, make sure you use the chat. We have Mrs. Javeria there. She's going to be addressing all of your questions on the chat. Moving forward.
هذه البنت طالبة.
هذه البنت طالبة. Now, هذه is this. Now, when I say this, you would say, you know what, on the previous page, we studied this, which was هذا, and now we're studying هذه. هذا, everybody, is this, but make sure that you understand that it is for the masculine noun. هذا is used for the masculine noun. On the other side, هذه is used for feminine nouns. What do I mean for feminine nouns? The noun that comes after هذه or هذا, that is going to be the noun that we're addressing. If it is masculine noun, we're going to say هذا. If it's a feminine noun, we're going to say هذه. Clear, everyone? So هذه البنت طالبة. This student, rather this girl, is a student. Now, one more thing that I'll address over here, everybody. Listen to this very carefully. In the Arabic language, it's very particular about genders. Now, how do we identify a masculine noun and a feminine noun in the Arabic language? In English, we don't need this. In other languages, we don't. But in Arabic, we have to be very particular. The easiest and the quickest way to identify a feminine noun is by seeing if it has this alphabet at the end. As soon as you see this alphabet at the end, immediately understand that this noun is a feminine noun. This noun is a feminine noun. So, keeping that in mind, هذه البنت طالبة. Since bint is feminine, we use هذه, not هذا. And since bint is a female, we say طالبة and not طالب, because we studied that طالب is a male student. But then if I want to address a female student, all I do is just add a ta marbut at the end. Okay, so at the start of the chapter, we studied طبيب. طبيب was a doctor. If I want to make it into a female doctor, I would just say طبيبة. Shurti is a police officer, a male police. If I want to say as a female, shurtiya or shurtatun, excuse me, shurtiyatun. And if I want to say, let's say, طبيب is done, صديق. If I want to address a female student, I just add a ta marbuta, صديقة or صديقة. Moving forward, we have
سبح بلال في البحر.
سبح بلال في البحر. Bilal swam in the sea. Sabaha is a root word. What is a root word, everybody? Root word points towards two things. What are the two things? It's going to be in the past and it's going to point towards the pronoun he. So when I say sabaha, it would mean he swam. Now look at this. He is here. Swam is here. Swam is the past tense. So we say he swam. Sabaha Bilalun. Bilal swam. Fil Bahar, in the sea. So Bilal swam in the sea. Moving forward,
حليب البقرة طيب.
حليب البقرة طيب. حليب is milk. بقرة is cow. You have Surah Al-Baqarah. Many of you might not know this, but Surah Al-Baqarah is the surah of the cow. Baqarah over here is cow. حليب البقرة, the milk of the cow. طيب is good. حليب البقرة, milk of the cow is good. 3 more sentences and then we'll address questions verbally.
المكتبة بعيدة.
المكتبة بعيدة. Now, المكتبة, everybody, is it a male or a female noun? Is it a masculine noun or a feminine noun? Can you write that in the chat, please? المكتبة. Let's see. Female, female, female. Good job. Somebody said male noun. No, it's a female noun. Why is it a female noun, everybody? Because it has a ta marbuta. What do you call this alphabet? You call it ta marbuta. Okay. So, al-maktabatu ba'ida. The library is far. The meaning of the word maktaba is library. Al-maktabatu ba'ida. The library is far. Moving forward.
البيت قريب.
البيت قريب. البيت قريب. The house is near. The house is near. Easy sentence. Now, one more important point I'll make is whenever you have an al at the start of a noun, it would mean the. البيت. السيارة, the car. البرتقال, the orange. الحليب, the milk, and so on and so forth. So the house is near. شربت رباب اللبن. Rabab drank laban. Sharibat is she drank. Rabab is the doer. It has a dhamma, comes after a verb. Any noun that comes after a verb and it has a dhamma, this sign over here on top, we call this a dhamma. This is dhamma. So any noun that has a dhamma and it is after a verb, then this is the doer. So it would be Rabab drank. What did she drink? Laban. What is the meaning of laban? Laban is a yogurt drink. A yogurt drink. Okay, some of you might know it as ayran, maybe. Yeah. And that's it, everybody. This was the chapter. What I'll do is we have a workbook as well, and that workbook is going to be homework for everybody to do at home by yourselves. Let's address the workbook here. So here, everybody, in the workbook, you would have to, rather, you know what, let's just take the questions first. The students that have questions relevant to the topic, kindly raise your hands and I'll unmute you guys one by one. Okay, so Yamna, Mrs. Yamna, go ahead, ask your question. Or
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I just wanted to ask that can you repeat the third sentence?
The third's okay. Akaltu buttikha. Akaltu would mean I ate. Akaltu would mean I ate. Just a moment. Here we go. Akaltu would mean I ate. Buttikha would be watermelon. So I ate watermelon.
Okay. Batikha means watermelon.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Mrs. Zainun. Go ahead, please. Ask your question.
Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For honesty, I already write my question on chat, but
Yeah,
I want to. Yeah, I want to ask you directly. So, we already learn Fusa Arabic right now, right? But I
Like,
myself, I want
okay,
to learn Arabic to speaking with
just Mrs. Zainan, hold up a second. Let's keep this at the end. Let's address the questions of the chapter for now for the students, because some
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
some
Okay,
of them
okay,
have
okay,
to
okay.
go.
No
Some of
problem.
them
Yes.
are at
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll address
Okay.
this.
No problem. Yes.
Next student, please. It was Rishi Ayat. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Go ahead, please.
Sir, if we have to ask someone what is your name, we learned about that Ismi Inayat. We
Okay,
say
so yeah, we're gonna learn that in the inshallah in the next chapter, next chapter. What is your name? We're gonna be addressing it. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be learning that in the next chapter, and I'll address it there, inshallah. Mrs. Nazia, go ahead. Ask your question. That is relevant.
Root word?
Root word. What is interesting? I was waiting for that question. What is a root word? I'll give you what it has, not what it is. Root word has two things. Number one and number two. It's always in the past tense. Okay. And it's always pointing towards the pronoun he. For example, shariba. Shariba. Shariba would mean he drank. So you have he and you have the past tense. Rather, let me use another color. That's it. That's the only thing that you would that would make sense to you for now. Other things would confuse you. Let's take another example. Fataha. Fataha. The student who had asked the question, please raise your hand again. Fataha would mean he opened. Now, again, if you notice, he here and opened. Let me write it somewhere. Hold up. He opened. Now look at this. It's in the past tense, opened, and it's pointing towards the pronoun he. So all of the root words are going to have the same thing. Okay. Was it Mariam? Go ahead. Question? Any questions, Ms. Mariam? You're in mute, by the way. No? No. Sheikh, maybe Tabassum.
Yeah.
Please.
This Fataha means you said open, right?
No. I didn't say open. I said he opened. Make sure you have he in the.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's very important.
So Fatah means opening.
No, Fataha means he opened.
Means root word means do we have to by heart the root words or
Well, yeah,
how
naturally. Yeah, we have to by heart the root words. Why? Because from this Fataha, you can take out I am opening, he is opening, he opened, she opened, they opened, I will open, and so on and so forth, basically. So root words are important to you guys. And it's very easy. Oh, that is different. No, that is different. That is a different topic.
No, right? Okay.
Yeah, that is the different topic.
Okay.
Okay.
So all root words we have to modify it. Like we should remember the root words.
It's easy to identify. Just like in English, you have to remember how to say eat, walk, drink, sleep. Just like you remember these words, similar over here.
Okay.
Okay. Ismail, go ahead. Ismail Okmer.
Yeah, Sheikh. Could I say this example? Fatah Ahmadu al-Bab. Could I say Ahmadu Fatah al-Bab?
Well, yeah, you can say that as well. Exactly. You can say that as well. But there's going to be a slight difference. It's going to be a grammar topic then. Ahmadu Fatah al-Bab, the sentence would be correct. But there would be a little bit of details to that. Yeah.
So the doer is can be in the first.
Right? Okay, remember something. The doer comes after the verb. The verb is at the start and the doer is after the verb, always.
But they are both correct.
Yeah, they're both correct.
Jazakallah khair, ya Sheikh.
Okay, you're welcome. Mrs. Shazia, go ahead. Unmute.
Yes. If there are noun Ahmad, how will he come? He.
Once again.
If there are Ahmad means Fataha Ahmadul Bab, noun Ahmad already come. How will he come?
I didn't get the question. I'm sorry. I couldn't understand. How will he come? What do you mean?
So she means to ask, why is there he in the root word and where did it go actually? If it's a he
Oh,
opened, then Ahmed, and then it's just this is explain this
okay.
part.
So this is easy. Remember, everybody, fataha by itself means he opened. Okay. Now, what if I were to remove the word Ahmad over here? Let's say I have removed Ahmad. Okay. I don't have Ahmad. The meaning of the sentence would be he opened the door. But since I have a name after the verb, which is Ahmad over here, then I would say Ahmad opened the door. But if I didn't have any name, just like you can see over here, the meaning of the sentence would be he opened the door. I hope that answers the question. Now, Annie, go ahead, please.
Hi, thank you. So my question was, there was this audio that says "Ahlan bikum," right? So that meant welcome you all, right?
Welcome to
So
you.
yeah. So my question was, "Ahlan" can also be used like for hello and welcome both. Number one, this was number one question. Number
Hold
two,
on. Let me address the first question before I forget it after your second question. So
okay,
hold on.
okay.
Ahlan over here, everybody. Ahlan is hello. Marhaban is hello. This is the answer. So ahlan is the answer to marhaba. So if somebody says ahlan, you go like marhaba. If somebody says marhaba, you go like ahlan. Doesn't matter. You can use them interchangeably. But ahlan wa sahlan on the other side over here in the expressions, this would mean welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Somebody knocks my door, I go like ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. Now, in the text over there, it says ahlan bikum. Hello to you all, welcome to you all, however you want to put it. You can always paraphrase it.
So we can use it both for hello and welcome. So there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay. And the number two, bikum, like bikum is you all, correct?
You all.
I think. Yeah. So can we use like antum here for you all?
Ahlan antum, welcome. Well, no, not generally used.
Okay. Because for you all we did use antum, right?
Exactly. Interesting question.
Okay,
but it's better to use bikum over here. Yeah. Something that is more commonly used rather.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Any other? There's one more student, and then we're gonna address the. People keep raising their hands. Okay, Mariam, go ahead. Your question. Mariam, unmute. Yeah, you're mute. Unmute. Go ahead. No, can't hear you. Medina, unmute yourself, please. Go ahead with the question.
Can you please briefly explain the grammar here, anta, antuma?
Oh, the pronouns. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, I'll give you a quick. So everybody, anta is you for masculine, anti is you for feminine. Easy, nothing difficult. Antuma is you both, be it men and women, or two women or two men, doesn't matter, as long as it's two. Antum is you all, as if I'm addressing a group of people in front of me. Antunna is you all, but for women. Huwa is he, hiya is she, huma is they both, be it men, or a man and a woman, or woman, or man and woman. Doesn't matter, as long as they're two. Hum is they for masculine, and male, masculine and male, by men and women together though. It can be a group of men together with women, doesn't matter. But as long as they are in plural. But hunna is exclusively for they, women. That's it. Sadia, go ahead. You're mute. Unmute, please.
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
I just want to ask, like we have in a grammar nouns, Arabic is the same as like in grammar, like noun, pronoun, adjective, adverbs, and that's it. Thank you.
Just a second. Repeat the question. Oh, I lost her. Yes.
Actually, sir, I want to know about the grammar in Arabic language, like noun, pronoun, adjectives, adverbs, verbs. Is like
Okay.
the same grammar we have in English, and is like something other language like type Turkish and other languages. Thank you.
So let me address that in a moment. Yeah, at the end. Now, who is left? Okay, Sadi isn't. Okay, so these were the questions. Mr. Sadi, to be honest, I didn't get your question, but to summarize it for you, in the Arabic language, the three categories, yeah? The first category is a noun, the second category is a verb, and the third category is a harf. What is a harf? A word that doesn't have a meaning by itself. So these are the only three categories. So adjectives, pronouns, and so on and so forth are going to come under the category of a noun. Verb, you know verbs. Harf is going to be fi, ila, ala, and prepositions basically, and something similar to that. So that's it. That's it for the questions. Now we're going to quickly address the workbook, the worksheet, and then we're going to stop. So here's the workbook, everybody. This is going to be, for you guys to do by yourselves. Marhaba, you have to match the following over here. Sil ma ya'ti, match the following. That's it. Here, you have to match the following as well, the words with the pictures. So shurti, we learned what is shurti. Shurti is a police officer, so you match it with police officer. Moving forward, we have fill in the blanks with the words on the top. So you're going to fill in these words over here with the blank spaces. Over here, this is an interesting one. You have words written in, by themselves, alphabets written by themselves. You have to, attach them together. So you have mim, ra, ha, ba. You make it marhaban like this. That's how you do it. That's all you have to do here. Moving forward, you have three options given here. You have to choose the right answer. Asdiqai, my friends, hunna, antunna, and hum. What's the right answer? You have to put it here. That's it. So asdiqai would be my friends. Would it be hunna asdiqai, antunna asdiqai, or hum asdiqai? So you have to choose the right one. And then finally, you have to choose the correct answer. So here he says, a guy pointing towards a lady says, huwa. It's wrong. Why? Because it's a she. So you would say hiya. A woman pointing towards a man, she's saying anti, which is wrong. It would be, anybody in the chat? Okay, first one. Malala. Malala. Go ahead, please. Unmute yourself. Malala. Quick. Malala Wardak, I guess.
It's Anta.
Good job. Anta is correct. Perfectly done. That's it for today, everybody. Jazakallahu khairan for for coming to address the class, to learn. We're going to have our next class, inshallah. Today is Wednesday, right? On Saturday, inshallah. Yeah. Same time. And the link, the recording for this class, I'm going to share it in the group, inshallah. Or Mrs. Javedia, who's looking after the group, she's going to share it in the group. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can go back to the group and address it from there. Class was good, everybody. Thank you for there was one more question somebody had asked regarding classical Arabic. Now, let me briefly explain this, everybody. The people who have to leave, they can leave. I understand that, you guys have iftar, you guys have work. Some people are attending while they're working. Some people are fasting and they have iftar time. So I'll make it really short, inshallah, max 1 minute. So if you guys have to leave, you guys can leave. There's two things. There's the classical Arabic that was spoken, that is in the Quran, and there is the dialect that is being spoken in countries like Saudi, basically in all of the Arab countries. That's the dialect. So now, am I supposed to learn the classical Arabic to speak to people and understand the Quran? Or am I supposed to learn the dialect so I can speak to people and understand the Quran? Now, there's something you have to understand here, everybody. The dialects that the people speak in the Arab countries are actually, is actually coming from the classical Arabic. 80% of the dialects are actually from the classical Arabic. So if you learn the classical Arabic, which we are studying right now, you will be able to understand not just Saudi, not just Omani, not just Qatar, all of the dialects, because it is actually coming from the classical Arabic. And the second thing is, all of the news channels, all of the contracts, all of the official work that is done in all of the Arab countries is in the classical Arabic. The Quran, the Hadith, everything is in the classical Arabic. So once you master, once you understand the classical Arabic, dialects is going to be a piece of cake for everybody because it's going to become easier. So yeah, I guess that's about it. And also, if you are to study the classic, what do you say, the dialect, you won't be able to understand the Quran. You won't be able to understand the classical news channels or the serials that you watch. Nothing. Only you would narrow yourself to a specific dialect. Let's say you studied Arabic, the Saudi, what do you call the Saudi dialect? You would be able to speak it only in Saudi, in Oman, in Qatar, in Dubai. You won't be able to speak it. So yeah, everybody, classical Arabic. Jazakallahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fi aman, everybody. See you all in the next class.